Alright, good evening, folks, and welcome to another stream with Azure Sea Knight. Tonight, I felt like doing something different, kind of just chilling, and really just I wanted to get back into Satisfactory again, because I felt the crave, I felt the need, so yeah, that's what we're doing today, or I guess tonight, rather. But yeah, I did some stream maintenance on, I think, like Monday night or Tuesday night. I actually changed the white balance on my webcam to properly be 5600 degrees Kelvin, because that's exactly what the light is, which is going to the green screen, which changes how the green screen is actually picked up color-wise, so that way the green screen is actually better-ish now, or at least the colors line back up more instead of, or at least my earmuffs on my, they're not like phasing into the void, because before the color gambit was pointing more towards cyan, which is what these are, versus like actual green. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. But yeah, gonna get into some Satisfactory. I feel like I mean, I have a couple of different saves. Auto issues in like the Northern Forest. I put some time into that. That's already on coal and everything. But I kind of felt like starting fresh, new, just jumping straight in, and just now with the knowledge of like the update 6 changes and stuff like that, and try to avoid areas that are going to get completely reworked in the future, because I think my Northern Forest stuff kind of like tips into the valley that they're reworking, so I just kind of want to not even monkey with that yet. So but without further ado, let's go ahead and get cranking. And I'll leave it open so that way friends can jump into it as well if they want to. See, like the grass fields is kind of boring. because the Rocky Desert's okay. Because I think it's like in the northwest corner of the map. This is like the southwest corner of the map. This is like north-north, like central north of the map. And then this is like way out in frickin' like the dead northeast of the map. And there's not a lot of bio life out there, so it makes the initial get up a bit difficult, but we are willing to do the challenge. So let's see, what can I name the session? Not like we like sand or we hate sand. I'm trying to think of like a clever. Eh. Why not? Fresh save, eh? Hey, Mob Scene, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna start a fresh save. Because I have my very first save is called Duckland. We started in the grass starter area, and that has like been built up to like a mega factory and stuff like that, and it's just crazy. We're at trains, and we were like just starting to dip into like aluminum, figuring out aluminum, but I was playing that with a friend or two, and I kind of don't really feel like continuing that without them. And then there's my Northern Forest save that I like just made it to coal and I was starting to work towards a bit, but I don't feel like playing that one either because that trench or like that canyon along towards the northern end of the Northern Forest is going to get reworked along with the Spire Coast to the north. So I kind of don't want to even mess with that and just start hard mode fresh. So off in the desert, oh yeah, it's hella barren. So we'll have to figure out. Oh, there's a slug just chilling right there. I mean, yeah. How you doing this evening, Mob Scene? Hope everything's going well. Safe, happy, healthy, all that jazz wherever you are in the world. Let's just get to it. Is this going to eventually break? It should, because it's not an actual node. Do I get murdered going for the slug immediately? Not bad. Bored. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I can try to entertain you a little bit. Oh god, there's a... Pay no attention to me. I don't exist. No. Do I have anything? Oh, I do have a zapper on me. Okay. Alright, bruh. Let's go. Let's dance. Where are you gonna set? I'm thinking... I'm trying to remember where the nodes are. I was playing a save with some other friends of mine. And we managed to get up to like oil production and started dipping into like T7 and T8. And then they just kind of disappeared. And I'm not sure what happened with that. So I think because we're going towards like the swampish area over here. I know there's a bunch of like iron nodes and coal nodes. Like, so you think that's... I know there's a lot of pure nodes in like the Dune Desert. So having to work with those right from the get-go, I think we pretty good. Yeah, there we go. So there's copper. So if anything, let's like... I think there's an iron node. Tyrion, limestone. I think that's iron. Go double check and make sure. Because if anything, I could set up a nice little thing right here in the middle, and then I got some trees and stuff to cut down for biofuel to at least get somewhat going. Yeah, there's a bunch of nodes like right in this cluster, so you can work it. You're iron, right? Yeah, you are. Cool. Okay. Mission accomplished. So we got copper, we got iron, we got limestone. Easy breezy. Let's get cranking. Try to orient it. Cardinal directions. There we go. All right. I take it you've played Satisfactory before, Mob Scene? Good. Just 6 going. Play here and there. Cool. Good deal. Admittedly, this is probably one of my favorite games, or at least one of the games where, like, I can get very consumed very quickly. It can sometimes be a bad habit, because, like, I'll play with friends, and we'll be, like, in a Discord channel talking to each other and stuff, and it'll be, like, late at night, kind of like around the time that it is now, and they'll be like, alright man, have a good night. I'm like, alright, cool, good night. With, like, the assumption that, like, everyone in that conversation is going to bed, but I'm working on, like, another production line or something. It's like, if I just want to finish this one project, but then, of course, something might go wrong, or it's like I run out of power or something. It's like, alright, now I need to build, like, a brand new power station or something ridiculous, and start working on that, and then one thing turns to another, and, you hear someone pop back into the voice channel again, be like, have you been awake all night? And it's just like, what do you mean all night? Dude, it's like 7:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, I've been playing for like 8 hours. That's the kind of soul-sucking that this game, good way to lose time for sure, can get sidetracked for hours. Yeah! Easy. Very easy. I love it. It keeps my brain stimulated. I never feel tired, too. I'll never actually feel tired until I stop playing. And then as soon as, like, I turn off the game and everything, I'm not focusing on it anymore. Oh, this isn't pure. That's okay. We can work with it. As soon as I turn off the game, my body just kind of recognizes, oh, wow, you've been awake a really long time. And then, yeah. And then we just collapse into sleep and everything, so. I really love the trains and the switching that they've done. So hopefully I can try to get back up to that in a relatively expedient manner. What are you? Are you a pure iron? Or you're normal iron? Okay, that's fine. I can work with you. Anything else? I think there's like another... Yeah, there's like a limestone and a copper over there. There's another copper. Okay, cool. Okay. So, it's mainly just going to be working on sucking up weeds and stuff as I go, so that way I can start working on biofuel. I never get trains done, usually give up not long after oil. Yeah, that's fair. It definitely ramps up over time, just with difficulty curves and everything just becoming more elaborate as you go. On my very first save, I remember getting into oil and, like, it seemed really daunting, because we started in the grass fields in, like, the south, and then we went over to the, like, Mushroom Lake or something like that, directly to the east. And there's like a bunch of pure oil nodes over there. And we set up a train just to bring the oil over back towards like our main base so it'd be easier to process. And we set up like rubber and plastic and stuff. And then I would use the heavy oil residue to make fuel. And I had it like perfectly balanced so long as the production lines kept running. And I would have rubber back up. And then the refineries would stop for rubber. And then it wouldn't put out enough heavy residual fuel. So then, not enough heavy oil residue to make into fuel. Not enough fuel to go into the tank reservoirs to run the fuel generators for power. And I was constantly just up and down because I didn't really have a full grasp of like how to properly balance it all yet. But over time, I've definitely learned a lot better just from doing things over and over again and like planning things out. Especially when, like, yeah, that's when you set up a sink. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Originally, I didn't even know that you could have more than one sink. So, like, I was setting up, in the West oil fields, I was setting up a major fuel production power plant, and I was like, crap! How do I get rid of all the residue that's, or the, like, the resin that's the byproduct of making all this fuel? I don't have a way. I have to set up a train network, so then I started running my train lines out, because I was going to need to link up the power grid anyway. And then just the last playthrough I did with a bunch of friends that started here, I saw that you could have multiple sinks, and I was like, mind blown moment. It's like, oh my god, I could just set up another sink and have it just dump the thing so that way the production lines don't stop. Blew me away. So, yeah. So what we're gonna do... Should probably actually just set up like a proper miner just to get that going. I should probably also get a limestone drill going, so that way at least that's partially automating. Problems with the drills, I'm gonna need power, so I'll kick up the miners when I get it. Also, is the music too loud? How's the music level sound? Because right now I think it's in a decent spot. Oh, jeez. It's in a decent spot right now where like I can talk over it, but just want to see if it's like blasting or not. It looks like it's about mid-level. Great, appreciate it. I did a bunch of back-end streaming working over the past couple of days. Like I fixed the white balancing on my webcam, fixed the green screen, so because it was moving more towards cyan, like the color of my earmuffs. So I'd like put these into like the void, and it's mostly fixed now, and that kind of thing. Deploy. How much to make a miner? Okay, easy. Probably need to just start getting that going, start getting some smelters going to start making ingots, so that way we can start automating this stuff and get cranking. Because the longer I spend in the initial stages, the more boring and tedious it's going to be until actually getting up to scale. So let's take you. And let's just get you going. So, up. Beauty. Then I'll need to redo my toolbar and stuff too. Go. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. And you. Get you linked up. Get you linked up. Can I make another miner? I think I can. Yeah, I can make another miner. So let's get like one. I should probably get iron going properly as well. And I've already lost track of where that node is. There it is. Or no, that's iron. This is copper. Brain. Alright. Grab and yoink. Okay. Cardinal instructions. Love it. Alright. Do the opening. Cool. Any other games that you like, mob scene? Or like any specific genres or anything like that that you enjoy? Kerbal Space Program and War Thunder lately. Okay, cool. Lovely games. Kerbal's super fun. It's basically NASA simulator, and then War Thunder is really cool with the planes and tanks and everything like that. Hard Space Shipbreaker comes out this month. Been waiting to play it again after it wipes. Ah, very cool. I've never actually heard of it. What's that entail exactly? Looks a lot like this, but you break ships apart in space for time. Oh, okay, cool. Very neat. Will I break my power grid? Capacity is 40 megawatts. Okay, so I got some room to play with. Can I make a smelteroo? Yes, I can. Let's get some smelting going, because that sounds like a great time to me. Get like a smelter a piece. Need to crank it into that high of a gear yet. But that's cool. I can appreciate like the space salvage kind of idea. Sounds neat. You, some super basic rudimentary power nonsense. And shovel into you. I'm gonna have to hand process that. You're putting out 30, right? Yeah. Cool. Gonna put out copper for me. I may as well just dunk ingots into you, or ore into you, so that way you can process that. Then stupid boop. Just to get something going. Cool. This is the part where my grid just goes and shits the bed. Nope, just under 20. Cool. Alright, so it's going to be doing that. Can I actually afford constructors? Yeah, I can afford a couple constructors. Why not? But maybe after that, I should probably kill that. Pop. The lines as I do them. Cool. Alright, so we got ingots flowing, and then we're going to get some iron plates making, because why not? Just start getting that ball rolling. And then we'll do another constructor right after it. This is going to get cluttered very quickly. We're just doing rudimentary nonsense. And yeah, let's wire you up. Slap some ingots in there, and bing, bang, boom. Cool. So then we got going on, and it's a 30 to 30, right? I think. Yeah, it's a 30 to 30, so it's putting out, and you're putting out 60. So if anything, I could do another smelter. I don't want to blow out my power limit too quickly, but yeah, 60 a minute. So splitter. Yeah, screw it. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? So, man, I already hate not having a lot of power poles to work with. Okay. You. Or build it first, dummy. Smelter. Smelt me things. Constructor, roughly. Somewhere in there. Okay. It's gonna be so messy. Iron runs. Smelt. Let's just shove ore into you now. And then take you. Pop you in the middle. Yay, soft clearance. Go. And if anything, we'll take you. And do I have splitters yet? I do not have splitters yet, so that's actually getting way ahead of the game so far. So, I got a bunch of iron plates. Slowly but surely, that's going to churn its way through. We got copper wire getting made. Take some of you. Got to get up to 150 piece. So we will get there eventually. Okay. Please. Okay. Grab limestone, get you cranking again. Working on grabbing leaves and things. I'm probably gonna run into. Let's cook for a bit, and then I'm probably gonna grab. I'll probably process the ore that I already have into ingots. Help speed that up. Oh, bunch sand. Oh, I'm picking up. Oh, I'm picking up wood on the. Picking up like branches off the floor. That's cool. Yeah, sweet. Okay. I like fallen bricks. Sick. Cool. Alright. So let's run over. Good deal. So let's run back over here. Doing slowly but surely through the fires of automation, things will exist. In fact, I can probably just shove more ore into you. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Easy. All right, and then let's go and place. Make some more biomass, because we will need that for a hot minute until we get up into coal eventually. Wood makes so much biomass, it's great. Just need to keep finding lots of like dropped wood and then eventually get the chainsaw. That'll be good. But in the meantime, Tornado Zach, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. My name is Azure Sea Knight, and we're relatively experienced with Satisfactory. I decided to start a brand new fresh save, just to kind of start from the ground back up again and work my way up into the craziness that it can turn into. But yeah, how are you doing today? Morning, new night, wherever, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, we got 150 plates. Got 100. We're getting up to the rods eventually. We really need those splitters, so that way we can start really cranking this thing up. I don't have. May as well convert the ore to ingots. Not too bad, just chilling on my day off of work. Nice! Good deal. It's always nice to relax and just hang out when you don't have to be doing anything work-wise. So I can appreciate that. Have you ever played Satisfactory before or anything like that? Tashrin! What up, man? What is good, Tashrin? How are you doing, man? It's been a while. I haven't seen or streamed or chat with you in a hot minute. You have. Cool. All right. How far have you made it in Satisfactory before Tornado or Zach, whatever you prefer to be called? Let's see. I can probably make a crap ton of concrete. I am good. I've been trying to keep my head above water with very little energy after work. Ah, man. Sorry to hear that. I have a second interview tomorrow. Awesome. Okay. You're looking to change professions? That's cool. I actually am going through I'm going through a bit of a career change myself. I put in my 2 week notice last week, and I'll be starting a new job the week after next. Um, Looking for I managed to find like a more focused network administrator role at a government at the government level. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, Looks like it's going to be pretty low key, relatively chill, but more so in the field that like I'm looking to really greatly enjoy. Just started tier 7. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I've made it up around that ballpark before, but I don't think I've ever really gotten too far in it. I know on one of my other worlds, we like had just unlocked T7 and we were starting, I think that's like aluminum production and stuff like that, if I remember correctly. We had just gotten into it, and we were trying to find bauxite and stuff, and then I don't think we ever actually got a facility going for making aluminum because it just felt too involved, and then I was playing with a couple of friends on the same serve back before like update 5, and then they just got tired of it, and then I didn't want to work on the world too much without them, so nice. I'm interviewing as a logistics company where sales and potentially inside sales interview come at. Cool. Oh, that's right. Because you're more on like the sales side. I can't remember exactly what you do presently off the top of my head. I remember like flashes and bits and pieces, but my brain just kind of like retail sales stuff. That's right, the flooring store. That's right. Yeah. But I've been holding off on playing my world because of the new update here soon. Yeah. That's also part of my mentality for making this new save, because before some of my worlds were starting to touch into my first world, I guess, wasn't touching the Spire Coast at all, so that one should be safe. But I didn't really want to play that without friends, and they've kind of petered off from the game. And then I started up like a fresh Northern Forest save, but it's starting to like tip into that like canyon valley that's in the Spire Coast area that they kind of said that they were going to be reworking. So I just kind of said, may as well just start fresh and not monkey around with it, so that way I don't get screwed up. I have a massive. Yeah, the Spire Coast is known for its oil. I know on the last save I did maybe a few weeks to like a month ago, with some other friends of mine, we set up like an oil fuel production plant in like the northern corner. Do I have a map? Oh, I don't have a map yet. In like the northeast corner of the Spires, where there's like 2 pure nodes and then like a couple normal oil nodes somewhere up there. And then we were just like, oh wait, this area is gonna get completely like nuked off the face of the earth and turned into like coral and stuff. So, so I think they kind of just gave up and stopped to wait for that update to happen, so that way we can go in fresh with it. About 1,200 plastic and 1,000 rubber, all with the power. Nice, yeah. Because you can really play with the ratios and get really good, you can play with the ratios and get really good... Why did I take... Oh, no, I made these ingredients. That's right. You can really play with the ratios and outputs and stuff of how, like, your refineries are laid out to produce a whole bunch of stuff. Especially if you have alternate recipes. Which is probably something I'm going to miss starting fresh, because having a bunch of recipes that make things like super easy, or just change how your layouts are, that's gonna suck getting back going again. But that's all part of the adventure and part of the fun, so we'll figure it out. Fuel check. Check on the fuel. Let's see what we got going on. We have a burner. Okay, we're good. We'll just load that baby up and fill it to the brim. There we go. Cool. We should be okay power-wise, and if I need to expand power, then I should be good. I really want to mess with nuclear, one thing I have not touched. Yeah. I have not gotten to the point of nuclear at all yet, but I've seen loads of playthroughs and like kibits and total clips and stuff like that. I've seen other people's nuclear playthroughs that look super intense. Especially with like how you have to get rid of the nuclear waste and everything, and having to manage that along with like radiation. That looks like a mess and a half to have to deal with. So one day we'll get there. We'll get up there eventually. I know you can do like nuclear waste to like non-fissile uranium or something like that, and then you can convert that into plutonium or something along that line. And then that becomes a whole other different waste problem. Alright. We got splitters and stuff. Where are you at? There's the drone ship. Up and away, baby.
Merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Yes. Yep, then got the pasta now. Yeah! And so it begins. So now we can just yeet this out of existence, and then we can add the... how did I lay this up before? It was like 2, 3... And we don't really use the conveyor... Oh, there we go. Conveyor lift, and then splitter, merger. Beautiful. There we go. Alright, so splitter. And we're gonna just eat you around. We're only getting 60 iron from this so far, so we don't have to get too crazy with it. Unless we start getting into like overclocking, or we find one of the pure nodes. There's a couple pure nodes somewhere over there. So there we go. So now we got ore coming in. It's moving at the speed of smell. But that will get cranking, and then we can up this a bit and start getting like copper cables and wires and cables going. Is that music remarkably loud? Doesn't look too crazy. Does the music sound okay for you guys? It's like mid-range. Just under mid-range on the volume, the audio meter for me. So I won't blast your ears out. If anything, I'm probably the loudest thing talking right now as I get right up to the yellows. Milestone. Where do we want to go? I got just about all the tiers fully unlocked. Got done mixing. Just got done building my aluminum factory, and then started to improve on a large factory for crystal all-stars. Cool. Cool. I'm looking forward to getting into like the aluminum and like those larger scale factories again, especially setting up the train logistics networks, especially with the switching in it, or the signaling, because that's a really cool aspect, and I love just laying train lines and stuff. That really, it's just a big model railroad kit in the game. So sound mixing is good, my guy. Sound good here. Great, appreciate it. I have taken a fair amount of time to like really try to make this as butter as possible. And then like I've even got this green screen behind me. That's like at the foot of my bed, because I'm in my bedroom, and that's just where my computer is. It's just at the foot of my bed, and it's retractable, so that way I can just drop it, and then when the moment feels right, I can throw it back up, and there's not a lot of work involved in just firing a stream up. So, this is easier. Like the foundations, we like the clean factory floor look. So we will get there eventually. So we're doing okay power. Our grid's okay, right? It's only pulling like half the grid. Oh no, we're getting close. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to start making some more biomass burners. I love the building math breakdown of everything, but making it all fancy and not my thing. Is a clean setup though. Yeah. The last playthrough I had with some of my friends, they are very much into like the decorating and making things like with like angles and slopes and everything, looking like really pretty and looking like legit buildings. Meanwhile, I just like really like perpendicular lines and belts and everything. I don't really care much about like the walls or like making interesting structures. It's just like, it's functional. That's it. That's all I care about, as long as it's functional. Like, here's my map, or like my diagram. Oh, well, my breakdown of like figuring out our train logistics networks. So I do a lot of hand drawing things and like noting things down, and being like, where does this go? Where does this go? And trying to figure out like the train stations and stuff, um, and how you can like import and export into train stations, but you need to be careful because then the train, you have to figure out like how to orient the train cars to the freight stations and stuff. So this is very much my game. I was telling who was it earlier? I was telling Mob Scene earlier, who was in here a couple minutes ago. I don't know if you're still just lurking in the background. There we go. Okay. I was telling Mob Scene earlier that this is very much my game, to the point where like I can get fully consumed pretty easily in it. Um, Sometimes embarrassingly so, because like I'll be playing the game with like some friends, in like a Discord channel or what have you, as one does, and then it'll be like really late at night, and everyone will be like, "All right, good night," and with the assumption that like everyone in that conversation is going to bed, and I'll just be like, "All right, I really want to just fix like this one more project line, or like one more like production line before I go to bed," and I'll be like super hardcore focused on that, and then uh and then it's like, all right, and then there's always like some complication that comes into the way, like you start adding more things to your production line, and then power trips. It's like, all right, now I gotta go add more power, rework the power grid, uh, in order to get this thing going. And then, of course, when you're trying to work on the power grid, maybe you don't have enough modular frames for like the coal generators or whatever. It's like, all right, now I gotta hand make this stuff, and then I add another coal generator, and that gets me enough power to like bring this line online. Uh, just lots of create your own puzzle is how I've heard it best referred to as. Um, And then, yeah, 4 hours of gameplay is all I'm doing today. 12 plus hours later. Yeah, so then, like, I'll hear someone join the voice channel, and they'll be like, "Are you still playing?" And I'll be like, "What do you mean?" And then it's like, "It's 7:30 in the morning, dude. You've been up all night?" It's like, oh, that's the sun. Oh. Here to help. So, this is very much my game. I have everything built to different areas on the map. Everything that is close by is being moved by trucks. They're less glitchy now, so that's definitely a viable option. Before they're kind of all over the place. Um, then everything far away is by train system, then stored followed by trucks. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Cool. Um, we need to up production of rods, sort of. And then I need to go check on concrete. In fact, I can probably start. I'm gonna need to really focus on power too. Just back and forth with all the things. At least once I get production lines going, then I can like work on just ripping up the environment, and then wood that's fallen here, because that stuff is good. It's good shit. Good stuff. At some point, I would like to try and get a mega factory. Oh yeah, cool stuff. Do you have a friend group that you typically play with, or are you usually just running it like solo? Because many hands make light work. In certain instances, some people have, and it's very cool because some people have like different knacks for different things. So I feel like you can easily assign like people projects, or let them kind of pick their own projects, and then just let them go at it. Like, we're going for this goal right now. Okay. And then everyone just kind of distributes projects and stuff and disappears off into the void, and then hopefully, like, a few hours later, it's like, alright, cool. We got this thing accomplished. Neat. Go team. We got plates. We got a bunch of plates. Are the rods different? Yeah, they take 15 a minute, so I can do... Oh, yeah, I can double that. So let's do... Oh, I need cables for the other boy, though. Depends, honestly. My main world is also solo, unless people want to check out different building methods or I need help with... Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. You gotta sometimes be careful. I sometimes have a bad habit, or I sometimes dip into this a little too hard sometimes, where I'll be playing with friends and they're working on, like, making, uh, they've made something, ultimately. Um, they've made, like, their production flow exact, like, how they want it or how they envision it in their head. And then I'll see, like, really crazy spaghetti or something, and I'll hate it, and then I'll just go through, rip the whole thing up, and then redo it, and then it's just like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sorry, just gonna I want to make it more efficient, or want to do X thing or Y thing, so something I sometimes need to be a little bit more cognizant of. Why am I building directly like into the hub? I am a silly goose. It's okay. It's a starter base. Things are bound to be weird until they aren't. So, I'm really like building it right into the butt though, or I guess the front. So it's like, why? What am I doing? Okay, and I can split you. Yeah. So let's take splitter boy and pop, 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 and a zap. Great. So now that'll start flowing. Alright, cool. And that's... You're the 60, right? Well, all the belts are only moving at 60 anyway, so... Oh, you're an impure, so you're not even putting it out that much. Okay. That's fair. And the first part of the game to me is just get things stocked up and start to make it look clean and perform better. Yep. 100%. That's what we're aiming for right now. As soon as we get... Shit. I just need product to at least tell it Mark Deirdre. Yeah. Yep, that's fair. And I just broke the power grid, so I'm going to need to make another biomass burner. The big boy. And then that's why these poles are here, to link it to the grid. And then I need to properly make biomass. No, I have plenty. Just shove it in there. Crank it. Double the power. Ish. Eventually I'll automate that production, so I just shove leaves and wood into some storage bins and have it automatically process into biofuel and then solid biofuel once I get to that point. We have a bunch of limestone, right? Yeah, boy. Really need to automate concrete. That's going to come into... that's going to be a swift necessity. So I'll have to get that going as well. Yeah, so let's go do that. Do I have the shenanigans for a drill? Yes, I do. Great. Right. Are you going to wait till the new update for oil? There's some oil you can use, but the oil nodes suck. My view on it is, yeah, I probably won't. I'm not going to, or what's the best phrasing for it? I don't plan on touching the anywhere near the Spire Coast at all until that update's done. Until update 6 done. At least when they get like most of the major framework or reworking out of the way, I don't want to touch that area at all. and just kind of leave it be until they say that it's okay to go in. But there's plenty of other oil places. Like there's the West Islands. I'd have to trek a fair distance from here to get there. There's a few places in like the swamps. There's a few places down in like the Mushroom Lake, way down in the southwest. I think there's some oil to like on like the east coast. I think. Very nice oil spots on the other side of the map. Yeah. So, I'm not too worried about it yet. I think, at least in this I know there's like 2 pure coal nodes just to the north, like directly north of where I am. So I'm planning, if anything, to just get like a bunch of coal power online, and that should sustain me for a fair while, at least power infrastructure wise. And then from there, once I actually like unlock the necessity or the know-how to actually start working on doing oil production and things like that, then I'll probably be good enough with like trucks or like tractors or something to go out and explore and locate those things that I'll need. So baby steps, we'll get there. So you're gonna put out that. I have 100 limestone, yeah, cool. It's like 3 limestone per concrete. So just smash the space bar. Yeah, we'll get there. Like I know the lake right next to me, like this guy over here, is like a decent water source. So if anything, I could like bring coal over by belts, or just put water extractors in here. I also know there's like the coast, with water to the north as well as over there towards like the east, where you can get down to like the water. So yeah, we'll get there eventually. I have it in my head eventually. So, oh yeah, I need to split you. Yikes. Yikes on trikes. Got 200 done. Okay, just feed it. Feed it into there, feed it into there. And I've already did that. Cool. Yeah, like south-southeast is what I use for coal. Yeah. There you go. And I know there's coal, I think in like the proper swamp area. I think it's like just to the south of this desert here in the northwest or northeast corner of the map. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I can probably pull up the like proper map and look at it. A lot of water and decent coal right next to it. Yeah. There you go. Okay. So we got that. We have a shit ton of biomass. So stuff in there. Jesus Christ. Oh. I have not heard that sound in a long time, and that just genuinely freaked me out. Thank you for the follow, Tornadoes. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get more consistent with the streaming, so I appreciate that. Hopefully I can get a bit more consistent with putting out content and stuff like that for you guys if you enjoy it. Probably a lot of satisfactory, because this is my game that I really enjoy. I've also got like LA Noire. I want to keep doing story-wise on that. And then someone requested that I do like a playthrough of Undertale. I've never actually played Undertale before. I've seen all the memes and I've gotten exposed to it like externally, but I've never like properly played it before. So I could give that a whirl at some point eventually. But yeah, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. There's also a Discord down somewhere in the doobly-doo. It's like Azure's Ocean. You can join it if you wish. It's pretty dead, to be honest. my friends don't really like my local friend group doesn't really use it that often because they prefer their own servers, even though mine looks gorgeous. Um, I'm a little biased. Um, but it's in there. There's like pet pics and memes. If you're in there, you also get like notifications of when I go live. And if you're a streamer yourself, um, there's a role that you can do that's called like live now or streamers or something like that. So that way, whenever you go live on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, um, it'll like self promote you in the promotion channel on there. So that way, people will get notified if you go online. So, but yeah, we're starting from the ground up essentially, as far as the Twitch thing goes, and just kind of building followership again and trying to build content and get consistent again on it. Hence the purpose of the retractable green screen kind of being in its place where it is now. It's retractable, so it's easy to close and open. Makes it very low effort to just click the button and start streaming. So that's the goal. And it's not like I really need to do it for money or anything like that. I already have a pretty sufficient job that pays me well, so I'm content there. Just doing it for the enjoyment of it, you know. Meeting folks like yeah, meeting folks like you. Weekend's the only time I really play anything between work and going to school full time. Oh, cool. What are you going to school for? If you don't mind me asking, like a degree, like what degree or specialty or what have you are you pushing into? Automation. Very fitting then, huh? Automation and electrical systems. Cool stuff. Very cool. Appreciate you lurking there in the background, Tatian. Appreciate you. But yeah, automation and electrical systems. How fitting for this game. Is that not enough? Can I throw like another? Yeah, I do have another miner. Let's throw another miner on there and just freaking rake it in. Well, I think it's also it's a 30 node too. So, can I just check you on it? Yeah, I can. Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll get that going. Just let it do its thing. Yeah, once we get foundations, I'm gonna start making things look real pretty. We'll probably build out like that way. That going out that way probably makes a lot more sense. I love building in cardinal directions as well. It's really clean. Wire. Okay, a bunch of wire, baby. Let's go. In fact, we can probably start converting some of this into oh no, you're fine, because the smelters are okay. It's the, I remember they're not okay. The smelters are not okay. If they're splitting a 30. Okay. So... it's doing what it can. I know there's the pures somewhere over there, so I could probably just go abuse those. Slowly but surely. We're getting there. Check on you. Thank you for the rods. And thank you. I'll make some screws as well. Yeah, let's make a bunch of screws real quick, because we'll need those for reinforced plates in order to keep making constructors. So that'll be helpful. Okay, cool. So reinforced iron plates. Go, baby, go. sufficient. Let's make a bunch of cables as well. Just something I think I would enjoy. I have a fully custom-built PC, redone the wiring in my house, have a full car audio system in my car, have set my own home automation for like lights and security cameras. Nice! Cool deal, dude. Birds of a feather, because like I had my custom-built PC. I have the streaming PC as well. That's a cute little mini ITX box sitting in like my bookshelf over here. I have a home lab. I have like Home Assistant and stuff for doing home automation. So like my lights and fans and air conditionings and stuff like that for routines. I run cat cable through the attic for surveillance cameras and access points and everything. So birds of the feather, cool deal. Concrete. That's cool with the car audio system as well. I know that's a fun challenge for like running amps and all the cabling and stuff under like the headliners and things. That's an ordeal. So that's probably sufficient for the concrete, at least to unlock foundations, and then I can start making things pretty. Then I can go. How much do we need? Just the 15, but we can make more. I guess we'll just drop her in and up and away.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked.
Yes, I know, Ada. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I had to upgrade my cat cable. I upgraded my internet. It was not fun. I hate drywall. I have everything. I have like everything hidden behind a wall. Ah, okay, yeah. It was a mixed. So before, in my house, we had just like normal Cat 5 ran, which was a blessing. At least it wasn't Cat 3. But they ran Cat 5 initially when we built the house, for like the analog phone lines, back when people used analog phone lines. And everything was running conduits behind the drywall up to like up into the attic, and it would stop there. So that way, when it came time to rip out all the Cat 5 and swap in Cat 6, it was a nice, easy, just like take a box, tape it on at the bottom, and just rip her up, pull it through the attic, and then bring it down into the network rack that I put in our garage and patch it all in, and yeah. So I was happy for that, because the conduits make it so much easier. You don't have to dick around with like fishing down like the drywall or like or in between like the framing or anything like that. You just send it. So we got parts, obstacle clearing. Probably gonna need. Guess we'll just unlock all of Tier 3. Why not? Just get it out of the way. And then how's power doing? Capacity 70. Kind of, you're getting close to running low. Might as well just top it all up while we're thinking about it. There we go. Go. Get back together again and shove it in here. We'll probably build another one soon, I think. We're going to need it. We're going to need to make screws. We got the plates. We got the wire, so that should be easy. And where are you putting out? 30, right? Putting out 30, yeah. Okay. Pick you up, and then constructor. Bamboo. And straight on in. And then you make concrete. It's 45 a minute, so just go ahead and drop it in and let it get to work. Go for it. In fact, I might be able to... Oh, I need to get the man first. Wow, Beat Saber looks totally different. Hey, GBC. How's it going, dude? Yeah, it's a little different. There's not as many blocks. It's more ingots than blocks. We do have a magic wand, though. We do have a magic cattle prod of wonder. So that can be my my saber. Going well. Editing a video right now, but I saw the notification on my phone. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you stopping in. Editing a video right now. Is it for any particular project in general? Do you mind me asking, or anything specific? Needed a different pace of my life. Being a BS factory worker is not getting me anywhere, and something needed to change. I feel ya. I can feel you on that. That's actually one of the reasons why, like right now, my present job is like in help desk, being the guy that like answers the phone and fixes problems for people. And I just, as much as it's like a nice, like I enjoy working with people, but it's not something I see myself doing forever and beyond into the future. I'd rather get into a specialty like networking, and really like flourish in that. So that's what, so like I put in my 2 weeks last week, and that's what I'm doing a week from now. Just to test out editing a stream. Oh, okay, cool. An indie game called Have a Nice Day. Oh, that's right. I saw you're playing that. I think you were playing that yesterday. I played through the new content and wanted to use it as a test for a YouTube video. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, Nick and I are pretty much on sync with the 2 weeks thing, because he put in his 2 weeks, or I guess tomorrow is his last day, Sputnik. But yeah, I put in my 2 weeks last Thursday. It took like, I've been trying to get this job at my local government in network administration for like the past 5 years. And finally, I wasn't the runner-up this time. I was always like the second pick every time, and the whole process takes like 3 months because it's government and it just goes really freaking slow. But finally they're like, you're the dude. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. Looking forward to it. So same exact pay, like they are matching the pay of what I'm making presently, so I'm not like dipping or anything like that. Really great benefits because it's government and all that stuff. I'll get like every federal holiday and everything. So I'm a fan. You put in your 2 months today. Oh wow! Oh, that's right, because you're moving in with Nick and Lurkette, right? That's on the docket. That should be cool. But yeah, customer service. Well, I like to view it as like a customer service job that happens to be focusing on IT. But yeah, it's like jack of all trades, help desk that I'm doing presently, which I enjoy. The team's really fun. The team's really cool. But yeah, I don't see myself doing that for ever. There's not a lot of growth potential in there, is really more what I'm getting at. Sure, I have to wait for my girlfriend to get back from studying abroad. Oh, wow! Cool. And then... I'm trying to remember, because your girlfriend is Fisker's, right? If I remember correctly. I have, like, a vague smattering of, like, people's existences in the internet tubes. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we unlocked foundations. So we're ready to start making things pretty and all over the place. So let's go ahead and shove you in, and then I need rods to make screws. I need 300 screws. Smash the space bar. Alright, back to work. Look, I appreciate it. I don't actually... That's another thing I need to work on. I need to work on, like, my bots and stuff. Because I just did a whole bunch of stream back-end work for like fixing the white balance on my webcam and fixing my green screen because the white balance is mostly it, because it was like skewing towards cyan, which was causing like my headphones to go into the void. But now it actually properly points towards green because of the proper color balance. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It's like I set the webcam. It was set to auto white balance, which wasn't happy. It was like 4800 instead of 5600. So I manually set that on the camera. I've got 5600 Kelvin lights hitting the green screen, and then I just properly tuned that baby right in place. So, and then I fixed a bunch of stuff on the streaming PC to make it a little less intensive. I don't think I've dropped any frames at all. Yeah, and the CPU's just chilling at like a easy crisp 33% utilization, so money. Yeah, I'm the crazy person that's like, if I'm going to do something, I'll go like full bore. Like I have a 5900, I have a Ryzen 9 5900X and like 32 gigs of RAM and a 2080 hybrid cooled thing with like 4 screens. So it's like, really, I could get away with like a one PC gaming and streaming setup. But I was annoyed in, thank you, Ada. I was annoyed in FPS games where like my frames would be dipping, or especially during Beat Saber, because it's very GPU intensive. So, and I tried CPU encoding and it wasn't really happy with that either. But for Beat Saber, I have my Oculus Quest, and then it's wirelessly going to my PC, so that I have to pick an encoder for the wireless stream between my gaming PC and the headset. And then, of course, the GPU is getting used a lot for like actually doing the video encoding and gaming for VR, and then sending that signal back. So I noticed when I was doing VR gameplay and stuff, is mainly the reason why I got the streaming PC, along with FPS games. I would notice like a bunch of dips, and especially in Beat Saber, where like if you dip frames, it starts doing like it goes jelly on you, and you start missing things, and that really pissed me off. So I got angry, and I built a streaming PC. It's a cute little mini ITX box that's sitting in my bookcase. And I have a capture card, so the HDMI from my graphics card in my gaming PC is going to the capture card on the streaming PC. And that's what you're viewing presently. And it's mint. I've locked it in. I've got my audio set up with Voice Meter Banana. So I have my mic channel, and I have my game audio channel. That's all being combined into one channel and going over the network to the streaming PC, because I took forever trying to find a guide to send audio between the streaming PC and the gaming PC without it like getting weird. But frickin' Voice Meter, shout out to them, they do it frickin' great, because it's like virtual V-band, virtual something audio network or whatever. So the two clients of Voice Meter talk to each other, and you set the channels and stuff of how you want it to go. So like my mic and game audio pass over the network to the streaming PC, and then the streaming PC has OBS and has like the stream elements, and like alert box sounds, and then that comes over a channel and then comes into like my headset on this side. So I have like dialed this baby in, so we're like full-blown production ready. I just need to get consistent now. Yeah, tech is my bag. I love tech to death. So I have fully kitted that baby out. But yeah, I mainly just want to get back into this just because it's fun interacting with people. I don't really need it for bits or money or anything like that. I'm not even an affiliate yet, even though I've got the followers for it. I just gotta get consistent and have like viewers just kind of hang out and chat. But if you're gonna have viewers and chat, you kind of need to be consistent and like put out decent content and not be an ass. So so we're trying to get the ball rolling again. Especially since the work schedule is mostly stabilized and I can get into a good rhythm of like figuring out plans. In fact, I'll probably start earlier in the day once I start with my new job because I'm going to be working from 7 to 4 instead of 10 to 7. So I'll probably start earlier in the day. And then I'm also going to try to not clash with other stream friends too much schedule-wise. I know Nick wants to try to move to like I know Nick wants to move to like early afternoon, so that way Lurkat can go on in like the evenings, and that'd be fun to see her start streaming again, because that's how I met everybody. Lurkat came into my stream when I was playing Jackbox in like March of 2020, when like the oh god pandemic stuff started, and I was like, oh wow, because I originally started streaming because my local game night crew, we couldn't get together because we were scared of virus things and didn't want anyone to get sick. So I started streaming Jackbox online, and then I was like, oh look, a new person. A new person who came into my chat, and I don't even know who they are. Who dis? And then the rest is history. So met Nick, I met you, GBC, I've met Tastrin, I've met everybody else in the House of Imaginary Friends, so wonderful people. Wonderful internet friends. Let's see. Drop it in there. The blight of every streamer is consistency? Yeah, pretty much. I really should do like a guide or something, now that I've got this all figured out. I really should do like a guide. Because that was the biggest bane of my existence, trying to figure all this stuff out. I was like, everyone claims to have like this definitive guide, but then they don't, or they're missing like 6 different pieces that like are really critical to what actually needs to happen to have a good setup. Everyone's just like, yeah, just do a 2 PC setup. It's cool, it's easy. You just get a capture card. That's it. It's like, no, not if you want a quality stream. My favorite thing is piecing together how we've all arrived to the web connection we all have now. Yeah, the good old neighborhood we have. Yeah, good deal. Well, have fun editing, GBC. I appreciate the lurk and everything. I will probably be going for a hot minute because this game kind of consumes my soul. So, what better way to get stream hours than just losing your mind for 7 hours in spaghetti? I need a lot more screws. In fact, I should probably start automating that. But I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need to start tapping the pure iron nodes at some point that are somewhere in the vicinity. I think. Somewhere. But before that, obstacle clearing. Yeet. 7 hours means 12. 12 hours means 96. You know? Exponentially scales. Customizer. We don't really need that. Yeah, why not? We'll start working towards that next. And then in the meantime, I'm going to need to start figuring out a bunch of concrete. If anything, start laying out a nice foundation and start getting things off the ground and properly lined up so I can start channeling things. Sounds like a party to me. So, oh, and I can unlock the MAM, right? Yeah. Let's just build the foundation first. Build the foundation first. Next thing you know, it's Sunday at tier 7. Yeah, maybe not that fast, because it's just me. But we'll probably, I mean, never say never, I guess. We will try. We'll go at our heart's content. Am I going into high? Yeah. Sort her out. Let's start with a tuber. Pointer directly west. Bam. Okay. Go. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And I'm just gonna break everything. And that's gonna be a box. Oh no, I have the inventory space for it. Cool. Okay. So how is your building playing on this gameplay? Or what do you mean? Oh, I guess the casual playthrough tag? That's probably what you're referring to. I suppose it's not really casual. Because I kind of know what I'm doing. Oh, how's your building plan on this gameplay? Yes. Yes. I don't know. I'm just kind of... Usually my plan is just wing it, for the most part. It's more of a... I kind of view it as like a make-your-own puzzle kind of game, where you create your own problems that you have to fix. In fact, I'm sorry, Drone. I need to resort you. So I'd like to have my power grid come out this way. Yes. Yep. Okay. It's slightly hanging off, but that's fine. Whatever. Shove a nut in there. Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. And keep the rest because that's fine. It's like, do you need power? Yes. How much power? Yes. Yep. That. Pretty damn accurate. That's just kind of how we're rolling it. So, power you, do you. We need a shit ton of screws, and we need a shit ton of cables, and that's only gonna come from doing intelligent power things. So, just like that, we already need a shit ton of power. So, I'm just gonna start prepping my grid, because we're gonna need it. It's not linked to anything, so it's not going to actually burn it yet. That's right. Okay. So we're just going to start scaling up. I'm wasting time with things not online, so... so let's do something like this. One of those people that likes their stuff like oriented the right direction. There we go. And then don't have the rods. I need more rods. You have solid biofuel unlocked? I thought you did. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have solid biofuel unlocked from when I did the obstacle clearing. You're right. You're right. So we're gonna have power up the wazoo. It's gonna be great. So drop you there. Drop you there. And then bring you this way. Then link. Link. Go. Size power grid. Drop you in. And drop you in. There we go, baby. Got a shit ton of power. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we got solid biofuel unlocked. Yeah, there it is. If anything, I'll probably build a nice, cute little facility where I can just dump leaves and wood into it and have it produce a shit ton of biofuel for me automated. That way I don't have to monkey around with it. I can just dump it in, let it do its thing, and then have a nice little stockpile of fuel waiting for me when I need to refuel. But in the meantime, let's get things linked back up properly to the grid. Back to... yeah. There we go. Everything's back online. Maybe? There we go. It's weird. Okay. So, we need concrete. We need a lot of concrete. So, miner, I know there... Yeah, there's a node over there. So, a lot. That's okay. We'll work with it. Just need a bunch of concrete because I really want to expand a nice, like, floor so I can really get, like, my stuff lined up and figure it out. So, I think it's over here somewhere. Oh, that's right, I have a scanner. Yeah, there we go. You. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Limestone ahoy. So, and then I think that's a pure copper node over there. There's a little bit of quartz over there too. Sup? Want to dance? No, you don't want to dance? You want to just get angry about it? Okay. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Bruh, come on. Yep. Hello. No. Come here. I'm saying hi to the indigenous life. I feel like we're improving the environment already. Okay. So let's do that. You don't follow the road. Okay. Let's see. We're doing our cardinals. So pointer that way. Are you a pure? Yeah, it's a pure node. Sweet. Okay. So, take you and run you off for here. How far can I go until this line doesn't want to work for me anymore? Out there. Right. Okay. Just take you. Deuterium. Probably start shoving things into the MAM as well. Oh, you know, it'd be really pog right now. It'd be great to have a zip line to get around between things. That'd be epic. Can I link to you? No, you're full. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Go this way. How far can I go? Eh. Really start getting concrete flowing here once we get this limestone flowing. Because that's 120. And that's going to be doing 45, 45. So we'll probably underclock a couple of the concrete producers and have a nice level. Just do like 3 of them at like 40. But we need to research overclocking and slugs first. So we'll have to get the MAM going. Just barely. Go. Here. Just generally bring it close and then bring you up. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. Right on down here. Yeah, so let's just do 3. Do I have enough for 3? I have enough for 3. So let's do Uno, dos, y tres. And I don't have a Mark II belts yet, actually. That's okay. I will make it work. Let's put that there. Oh, that's cool. You can actually like directly couple it to the. I imagine it's probably been around before, but that's a nice feature to me that I think I realized the last playthrough I did, where it's like you could actually snap the splitters and mergers to the belts directly now. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Okay, so let's just kind of shove you generally here. Crank, crank, crank. And I insist you produce concrete, please. 8. Okay, cool. Actually running? Yep, it's just going at the speed of smell. Alright. Let's go check out this. What are we doing? Grid's 100, we're okay. That's got... It's doing 10 a minute. So... I don't have endless supplies of power to work with, but I have enough to just kind of roll with it. I really need to automate cables because I'm producing a metric crap ton of wire. Oh, that's not too bad. 1 per chink, so I can just kind of hold on and just hold the space bar to my heart's content and produce a quick few hundred of them. Gonna need a bunch of screws. That's gonna need to get upgraded as well. Screws are gonna be a mess. I think there's another node for iron pretty close by. I know there's a few. I think there's one particularly close by that I can leverage. Drop them in. Should be HD close by that I can get. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And that's the node I'm using presently. Oh yeah, there's another one. Oh yeah, there is. Sweet. Oh, that's right, because I smacked it. Or, oh no, I didn't smack this one yet. Are you a pure boy? You're a normal boy. That's okay. Maybe get lucky and get alt screw. There should be a... Oh, hard drive. Yeah. I will have to... Well, I think I see it right over there. Okay, I'll have to check that out then. So for more iron, I don't have another drill. So I need to make another drill. In order to make another drill, I need the production boy. So let's go do that in a minute. Go grab more concrete as it's slowly being churned out. How's power? Power's okay. So it's not, and then I run out of it. Okay. So let's go and make a nice little platform to keep setting up our home base here. We'll add the MAM, we'll add the workshop, so that way we can start building some additional things. In fact, let's do that, like, maybe here-ish. Workshop. Bam. There we go. Can I make a drill? Yes, I can. Okay. And then I may as well throw down the MAM. Or I can't throw down the MAM because I need 5. Okay, that's fine. The MAM can wait for a bit. One in water and another one in the middle of the desert. Big rock with a hard drive in it. Okay, cool. I will have to track that down then. Bam. My location isn't. My location is my main world. Okay. Okay, so chop you off. Sorry. And do that. Go. This is okay. Oh, okay. I figured. I picked up what you're throwing down. I understand. Myself a nice little floor to work with here. And then let's get rid of you. Let's rip all this shit up. And rip you up, rip you up, rip you up, rip you up, rip you up. 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 Let's go with copper. Yeah. Okay. Run over to the concrete boy over there. I can feel the power anxiety. I just like know. When was the last time you played this game? Maybe about a month ago. Roughly. Maybe not quite a month ago. Within the month. Last time I played within the month. Maybe like a week or two ago now is when the last time I played with a bunch of friends in the same exact place. And then I guess they just kind of stopped at one point. I'm not exactly sure why, but I haven't felt the need to like bug them about it. Just like, yeah. Because the one person was like hosting the game file. And it's like, alright. They just kind of stopped for whatever reason. So, more power to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna bug me. There we go. Beautiful. Line that baby up. Yes! Gorgeous. Love it. Okay. So now, what we can do is we can take these guys and do a nice... do I want to do like a 2-2? Might as well just do like a 2-2 for now. Yeah, I can just do a 2-2. I don't expect this to be permanent at all, so... somewhere around like this ballpark? Yeah, sure, why not? That'll work. Loop that around. Loop that around. And then another like that. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. Don't straight as alliance or whatever, but that's fine. Gotcha, I started playing this game back around Update 4, took a long break, then Update 5 came out. Yeah, that's about the same as me. About the same. I mainly started playing this game right about the time when there's a YouTuber named Soviet Womble, if you're familiar with him. Back when he started like streaming playing this game for a bit. That's about the time where I got like really interested in it. And I saw it was pretty cool. And then of course there's the infamous well, I consider it infamous in the Satisfactory world anyway. Uh, Josh from Let's Game It Out doing his ridiculous nonsense in Satisfactory. So that video as well kind of sparked some attention in my brain. It's like, huh, this man is actually crazy. But the game looks really pretty and cool, so I dig it. Really, and I used to watch a bunch of really like watching Soviet Wumble play like Factorio. I really find that like engaging. So that's maybe why I've figured out whatever. Something like that ish. Cool. Yeah. I started watching that and play it, and then I was like, all right, cool. That looks like a fun time. Picked it up, and I've been going with it since. Scratches that itch. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do like a twofer. So do something like that. Two. Two area. Ish. And then take power from you. Plug it to that. Take power from you. Plug it to that. Beautiful. Okay. And then we'll take power from you and crank it online in a second here. Mines don't need to be operating at like max tilt. We just gotta fill up the ore. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. And bop, 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 bop. Automation, baby. Let's crank it. And then fill that. Power grid's okay. Eventually it's going to drop, though, because I haven't been paying attention to feeding it. So it's going to drop at some point, but that's okay. Do that. I just exhausted all the ingots that I had on hand. Cool. All right. Beautiful. And we'll get rid of copper. Just going to rework it. Beauty. Okay. You. Okay, cool. Got that. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 120. So 60 and 60, right? Yeah, so 60 and 60. We have 120 coming in. We have 120 going out. And then we can start working on rods and stuff. So let's do you. And directly line her up. Roughly. I don't know. Let's do it properly spaced. So constructor. Right on it. Then how much is it per plates? It's like 30 to 20. Yeah. So we can do like 2 things for plates. A thing for oh, the ratios are going to be weird. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So 30 to 30. 30 to 30. And then take you and pop her right there between power, power, and plate me. Wonderful. Okay. So that's that. And then we got, it's like 15. 15 to 15. So really one of these can do... Really I should try to figure out overclocking for it, but I'm not too concerned. Back. like super inefficient, but we're not too worried about efficiency just yet. Slap like, well, I need more. So I need more rods, and I need... Okay, so let's just start feeding these guys then. Do I have what I need for splitters? Yes, I do. So take you. Bop, 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 bop. Yikes. Okay. Let's do... No zooping. Yeah, I forget about that sometimes. I forget Zoop exists. It's amazing. And then, can burn through resources real quick with it, though. Place you there, why not? Bop, bop. Alright, and let's just get me some rods going on. You're making rods, too. Beautiful. Alright, cool. He's live! Mr. Sputnik! How are you doing, Nick? How are you doing tonight? I saw that you're trying to be a good boy and get rested up for your final day tomorrow. Surprise, surprise, the king is back. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right there. Welcome aboard, King. Well, maybe not in Smash, but you know, everything else you're fine. Get on the TV. But yeah, hey man, hope you and Megan are doing all right. Just we've got the setup on lock now. We got the streaming PC settings. I did a lot of back-end work, like Monday and Tuesday. I figured out that my webcam was doing like an auto white balance, and it was going to like 4800 Kelvin or something. So it was like skewing towards cyan, which was making my headphones go into like the void. So I properly set the white balance on the webcam to 5600 kelvins, which is the same temperature as the light, which is hitting the green screen. So now the green screen is proper, like, much, much better now. It's actually, like, seeing the proper shade of green, so it knows how to chroma key properly. So that's mint. And my headphones aren't doing, like, void things now. We got the streaming PC. We import into OBS because we like seeing low headroom, so that way we don't drop frames, which we haven't dropped at all. And it's just chilling around like 35%. Yeah, it's chilling around like 35% CPU usage on the streaming PC. We got the audio dialed in. We got everything. And then the green screen's right here at the foot of bed. It's retractable, so that way it's just, want to do a stream? All right. Slide it up. It's exactly in position. Everything's properly cropped and everything. So just pop the screen up, pick a game, hit play. Done. Just get on in. And we got the follows. We got the hours and stuff, you know. We're going to try to increase that consistency, the bane of every streamer's existence. And I just need to get consistent people in chat. And the only way to do that is to stream Forehead. So, Forehead and stream, play interesting content, be an interesting boy, don't be an asshole, and it can be a little bit of an ass, but well, be a dick, but don't be an asshole. Because dicks have a fun. Well, I guess they both do, but you get the drift. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to get into it. And we've only got a week left at the present job before we move over to the new schedule and the new job, so that's going to be cool. Yeah. I love the behind-the-scenes look at the making of Azure Sea Night. Yeah, man. I actually do want to make, like, a proper guide to the dual PC streaming setup thing. Because when I was looking into it initially, well, then again, I'm running a freaking 5900X and a 2080. So I could technically stream and play on the same PC, but I was noticing a lot of hitching and stuff when doing VR play, so that's what resulted in building the streaming PC, so that way I could play Beat Saber and not like have my like sabers look like they're slicing through blocks, but then actually don't because they're like interpolating where my hands are going, but they aren't actually like properly tracking it because the game's switching from trying to track it properly. So, but yeah, like audio setup, I've got voice meter that's networked on the two PCs. So I have my microphone and my game sounds going into voice meter on the gaming PC, and then over network linking to voice meter on the streaming PC to properly feed it into a single channel on the stream PC. And then I've got stream alerts and the alert box and stuff coming on its own channel back over to my gaming PC, and then going into the same channel that my headset's connected to. So I've got game audio, Discord, and stream alerts all coming to the channel that the headset's on, and then microphone and game sounds are shooting. The game sounds are coming to the headset, but they're also splitting and going with the microphone over to the stream PC, which I'm just... It's mint. It's mint. It took me freaking forever to figure it out, but we've got it locked in. So, we know what's up. We know what's up. And yeah, then, I'd love to give... That's why I want to, like, make a guide. To at least have something written, or at least maybe do, like, some video form. So that way people can figure out how to improve their streams if they want to, and go from there. So, but yeah, we're in Satisfactory today, and probably for, you know, well, I guess it's Friday for me now because it's just past midnight. But yeah, we're playing Satisfactory because I really love this game, and Update 6 is coming eventually. And I didn't want to, because of that, I didn't want to touch any of my old saves. I have one in like the Northern Forest, but the valley that, or like the canyon that like the Northern Forest touches on the north, it's in the area that's getting reworked. So I don't want to touch that. I could like build away, but I don't mind. I wanted to start fresh anyway. So yes, this is like brand new save. We got the hub here, which is like our little home base. If you go inside here, we got the bunk beds, we got some lockers, the toilet, you know, we got our little work battle station with some computers. Oh, apparently you can play games. We got solitaire, you know. Yeah. Brand new save, and then if you go up the old ladder here, we can kind of get a look around. We unlocked foundations, so I'm getting the factory floor laid out and nice and pretty and everything. This is my power grid with my biomass burners, which is probably going to burn out in a second because I haven't been stacking biomass efficiently just yet. Yeah, and this is the world. So we're in the Dune Desert. This is in the northeast corner of the map. There's lots of different biomes to explore and stuff. This is the more difficult, advanced one, because there's not a lot of plant life. There's some trees over there and some trees over there. But you need plant life. I played 2 hours of Satisfactory. Yeah. Well, this is actually open. I've left this save open to friends. So if anyone wants to pop in, I think it's like max of 4 people on multiplayer. If anyone wants to pop in, they can come on in and we can have some fun. Yeah, we can have a good time. And I can kind of teach you the ways. And then once we get to coal production, once we get to coal power, then we're self-sustaining. But in the meantime, I have to like chop trees and stuff in order to keep fueling these babies. I feel like I didn't even get halfway close to this. Well, I know a thing or two. Not because I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but because I've done quite a few playthroughs of this, and then I recently played through with a few of my friends like a few weeks ago. Oh, our pod's coming back. And there's our rocket pod. Delivers materials up into the great beyond to our corporate overlords in space, and they give us cool things to build. Speaking of which, I need to pick something. Mark II. Let's do the Mark II belts. What the heck? Yeah. It's a little rocket boy. So what you do is you have your milestones here, that unlock different technologies and things. So like base building, we unlock foundations and walls. We got logistics for conveyor belts and lifts and splitters. We got productivity things and field research things. And like these are the next tier of conveyor belts and stuff, Mark IIs, which are faster, and other things. And then once we get to once we finish unlocking tier 2 stuff, we have to build the space elevator, which requires building these smart plates here. It's the first part for the space elevator, and then we can unlock tiers 3 and 4, and then you build the parts in tiers 3 and 4, and it unlocks 5 and 6. So the further up the tree you go, the better technology you have to build. So yeah, it's really cool. So like, and as you build, it requires increasingly complex materials. So you have to build up your productivity lines and stuff in order to produce those parts. In fact, since Tornado mentioned it before, yeah, there's dupe. See, it burns concrete so fast because I'm just like, let's just build a massive factory floor. But I don't have the concrete for it just yet. I have to keep baby feeding my way through concrete. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I have no idea how long I'm gonna play. This is the kind of game where I can get sucked into space. And say that I'll build for like 3 hours, and then I'll be here 12 hours later. So walk me through the production. All right, cool. So, sorry we are not friends, can't join, lol. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want, you could try to find me on Steam. You can try to find me on Steam Tornado. If you look up Azure Sea Knight, there's only like a couple of us. In fact, I should probably change my profile pic to like match my Twitch avatar. Alright, so production line. So you got your power. This is your power lines coming in, and then you have the grid, or you have a Mark 1 miner. So this is an automated miner. It's drilling into these this iron ore node. And ultimately, as it mines, it's picking up iron ore and spitting it out onto the belt here. And then using the iron ore on the belt, I'm putting it into a splitter, which is splitting. So we have 60 iron ore per minute coming into this splitter. And then it's going into the smelters. And the smelters convert the ore into ingots by melting it down. And you can see we got 30 per minute here of iron ore coming in, and then same thing for the other guy, 30 iron ore per minute. So ultimately, this belt is maxed out. So we have 60 coming in, and that's being split up, so 30 and 30 is 60, bam. So now that miner is fully utilized. And then, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you have 30 iron ingots coming out per minute, 30 iron ingots coming out per minute, and then you go to this constructor. It's a generic animation, but it looks cute because it's like building things. You have constructors that can build parts for you. So then you put in ingots, 30 per minute. So we're doing 30 out, 30 in. So this is fully utilized. And it's putting out 20 iron plates per minute. So we have iron plates here, and then iron plates here. So we're making 40 iron plates per minute. And then we have this constructor here that's taking 15 ingots per minute, so half of the output of this this smelter here. So we're splitting it, so it's putting out 30, it's going 15 and 15, because these only take 15, so this is fully utilized as well. And we're putting out 15 rods per minute, but 30 total. So 30 rods per minute and 40 plates per minute. Yeah, you can do lots of math and stuff. There's also overclocking. So if I build, I think I need 5. See, you can do it by hand. So you have a craft bench where like you take your raw materials and then you can just craft them by hand. So you like, I'm holding the space bar and it's like, you're just cranking out materials manually by hand. But that's slow. You could do automation. Because you can get things to work for you, and it's much more efficient and produces more, because, you know, magic. seize the means of production. And yeah. How do you feel about overclocking energy requirement change in the next patch? People seem split. Raft, No Man's Sky, so yeah. So environmental survival, all like crafting build kind of things. Um, the overclocking energy requirement, I think, is a good thing. Um, especially for newer players, because right now it's not linear at all. So it's it's not very intuitive how much power you're going to use to produce more of a certain thing. Um, whereas the change that yeah, it's going linear now. So if something costs 2 megawatts at 100%, then intuitively you know, if I put it to 150%, it's going to use 3 megawatts and produce 150% of whatever it's making. If you crank it to 200%, it's going to use 4 megawatts. It's so that way you can plan better for it, and it makes a lot more sense. Right now, it's like if you crank it to 150, all of a sudden it's like consuming like 3 and 7, like 3/4 of a megawatt or something. And it just like exponentially grows, and there's almost like diminishing returns. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of so I like the change. It's definitely going to make it a lot easier for people to kind of get into it and understand it. And then you have a better time, and if you better understand it, then you're also using less power, which is great because then you can put your slugs towards other things, and you don't have to worry about power restraints too much, especially in the early game, like where I'm in now. Um, if you're trying to overclock things to try to get a lot of production early, you can end up blowing out your power grid very quickly because the slugs, it's the exponential power growth. Whereas linearly, if they did the linear power scaling, which they're planning on doing, um, you don't blow out your power grid as quickly, and it just makes a lot more sense ultimately. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure when I played, I didn't need to do the rocket ship. Yeah, if you play, it sounds like you were playing very early then. Um, very. Why am I doing wire? I already have a shit ton of wire and cables. I need to redo copper in a second as well. Get my copper lines going again. Ah! And then power's eventually gonna die because I haven't been paying attention to biomass. So I'll have to go chop trees and stuff. You create your own problems. You make your own puzzle. And then future you gets to complain about past you because you did something inefficiently or didn't prepare for something. But, that's how it works. It's fun. That's the entertaining part. Just be a coal main. Just be a coal main. Yeah. Easy. Duh. That's really the game changer, though. Coal's self-sustaining. Because it takes a conveyor of coal in, and it takes a pipe of water in, and then the miner is automated, so as long as the miner has power, it mines coal for you, shoots it down the production line, and spits it right into the generator. I have to unlock it. So right now, coal is in tier... it's in like tier 3 or 4. It's somewhere in here. I think it's tier 3. But I need to build the space elevator and then make a bunch of smart plates, which are these guys here. So I need to unlock the next tier, but what's stopping me is I need to get my production lines going to the point where I can make those parts. And smart plating is, are there ever storage worries? Not really. The resources are infinite, as opposed to Factorio, where like each node is limited. So once you, so all the nodes are, the only restriction on the nodes is just their output. So like this is a normal, oh no, it's an impure copper node. So it only puts out 30 ore per minute. A normal node puts out 60 per minute, and then a pure one puts out 120 per minute. So you're really only limited by the nodes, the node output. So if you want to produce a bunch of materials, you sometimes you'd have to leverage multiple nodes in order to get the throughput that you need. So like right now, we're doing 60 and 60, so 120 iron ore per minute will be sufficient for now. We'll have to scale that up. I know there's a few more pure iron nodes. Plus, we're also limited by the belts. The Mark 1 belts can only put out, can only move 60 materials per minute. Yeah, these guys here. Transport 60 resources per minute. Once we unlock the Mark 2 belts, they put out 120 a minute. So then we can really start leveraging the, carrying capacity. So once we unlock the Mark 2 belts, it'll be 120 items per minute. So then we can fully leverage the pure nodes effectively and really get things moving properly. In fact, let me check power. We're okay. Power's okay. I'll need to start chopping trees in a bit here. Brain. What was I building? Man. I build my cute little research table. There we go. And then slug. Let me grab my power slug. So I can research overclocking. Grab some berries and coal and just a bunch of stuff and start researching things. Pure nodes are 120, so it's 30, 60, 120. So they double effectively each like purity ranking. Power slugs. Research. I'm going to need to find another one to unlock overclocking. Oh no, I just put in materials.
New recipe
Beauty.
unlocked.
Yeah, pures are correct. Plus, if you overclock them,
New research available in the
they can put out 360. And that's just the Mark 1 miner. There's a Mark 2 miner, which doubles that. So, if you upgrade to the Mark 2 miners, you'll get, instead of 60, you get 120. Instead of 120, you get 240. And then you overclock on top of that. So there's plenty of scaling. And I think they have a Mark 3 miner as well. That's like in the very, very like end game tiers, I think. So anyway, we'll unlock overclocking. So that way we can figure that out. And then in the meantime, I should have sufficient concrete for expanding the floor a bit. Oh, I can also research, I need to find some Caterium. So I can research Quickwire and make a zip line to make getting around faster. There we go. Yeah, concrete for days, baby. Let's go. Okay. So we got concrete coming out there. Nice and cracked. Mark 3 miner is tier right above. Yeah, there's the power. There's the power. Okay, so now I need to figure out my power. Oh yeah, you guys ran out of fuel. So let's split you. And split you. And we're alive. Okay. I should probably start making a chainsaw. To-do list. Okay, I just need a bunch of screws. Since I make a crap ton of screws. Need a chainsaw, start chopping some trees. I can start automating biofuel production. Where I just shove like leaves and wood into constructors and just have it make it for me. And then that way I can have a stockpile being generated while I go do other things. That's the biggest thing with the automation part, is that you start having things make it for you, and then you can just leave and it's doing it. You don't have to like keep babysitting it or like hold a button. It'll just do it for you. One bad thing about Mark 3 miners, the belt speed only can go so fast. Yeah, that's right, because they're limited by how fast the belt can go. Yep. So let's get some biofuel, some solid biofuel, because we're going to need it. And then, sufficient. That'll work. And then let's whip out the chainsaw. You stare at it for a couple seconds and figure out it's a chainsaw. There we go. Look out, nature. The delicate touch of humankind has arrived. And infinite tree. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad, because that means I just get to, like, cheese it, but, like this, I should be able to chop this down. Or not! This area is glitched with trees. Oh! Well, that's good to know. So basically, I can just gather wood for days. That's really cheeky. Okay. Alright. So maybe I don't really need to worry about resources too much, or biomass too much. And then we'll just drag you out. And drag you out. And drag you out. There we go. So now, do I have enough for constructors? Yeah, I do. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set up an automated process for this. What the heck? He's gone infinite? Yeah, there's a Zoop mode. So they made a mode where you can build up to 10 things in a row. So if you look here, there's the build mode, vertical, default, and Zoop. So you can select your thing and then just go Zoop. Just like that. Hence the name. Because the devs are fun. One of the last few updates. Yeah, one of the last few updates caused that. And it's great. It's fun. It's a cute little cheeky thing. So now what we can do is we can put a chest here, or a storage bin here, and then a storage bin here, and then we'll make two constructors, one right here and one right here. Now what's going to happen is we're going to feed this here, feed that. That make me mad. it's gonna piss me off at some point. So may as well make it straight now. There we go. Cool. Beauty. So we take that and feed it there. So now what's going to happen is we have two bins because there's two different materials you can get from chopping trees. There's leaves, just like that. And here come the leaves, and then there's wood, which we have in like spades now, I guess. So we'll take that. The wood goes there. And then there's a recipe. If you go into the constructor, we have biomass. And you take the leaves, and it'll create biomass from the leaves. Oh, wait, this is wood. There we go. And then over here is the leaves. Biomass, leaves. So that'll make biomass for us. So if I do you to you, you to you, and then what we'll do is we'll combine it with a merger and have our output facing that way, and then take that and take that, so that will be combined, and then we can have another constructor. Take that. And then convert the biomass into solid biofuel, because that requires biomass. And there we go. And then we'll just bring another container. Like right here-ish. Roughly. Something like that. And then bring the belt out. There we go. So now, if we set this to run, it will produce biomass, solid biofuel for us, without us even needing to lift a finger. And I'll get rid of you. Go. Fix that by taking you and bringing it to you. There we go. There. So now, takes the leaves, turns it into biomass. That biomass then gets fed into this guy, which will then produce solid biofuel. I'll just go ahead and jump start it here. And then solid biofuel will come right on out, stack in this bin, and then whenever we need fuel for our biomass burners, we just shove it in. And we're good. Easy breezy. And wood puts out, so leaves, it takes 120 per minute to produce 60. But wood is very dense. 60 per minute puts out 300 biomass per minute. So, yeah. It's gonna be throttled a bit based on how quickly we can... oh, there you go. Hey, Tornado. It's gonna be limited based on how quickly the belt can run, is how fast that'll be able to move. So in the meantime, we can work on our copper. So if we do you to 4s. Build by hand. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then we'll build out a nice little floor for our copper production. May have listened to this music a little too much. Just a little bit. Okay, so now for this guy, what we can do is we can actually just use a conveyor lift to bring it up a level. Beautiful. And can I steal power from you? No, I cannot. Can I steal power from you? I use the bolt. I can't steal power from any of you. Not really. Okay. You full. No, you are not. Beautiful. There we go. So let's just race her down here. Or roughly. There. Okay. So now, what we can do is... How much are you putting out again? 30? Yikes. Okay. So 30 per minute, that'll feed one furnace. Here, it'll feed one smelter. So we definitely need to find another copper source, which is over there, actually. Okay, so we can make that work. So, bippity boppity. We'll make a smelter. 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 There we go. And since this is only a weak boy, we'll just straight up shoot it straight into it. Why not? And give her power. And we'll feed this to here. Feed this here between the two of them. And power, power. Between power, power. And what do? You make ingots. Make me a bunch of ingots, please. And bop. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Our max consumption is starting to get right where our production is. Okay. And ingots. Ingot. Lots of ingots. So produce that. Just dump what I've carried with me into there. Oh, overclocking's unlocked now, right? Yep, overclocking's unlocked. There we go. So if I look into the machine here, you'll see that there's this... Now you can see the production overview. AC clock speed here, and you can play with that. It's not so. It's like right now it's using 4 megawatts, takes in 30. But if I drop that to 50%, now it drops down to 1.3. So it's not linear. It's exponential. So now it takes half that, so 15 per minute, puts out 10 per minute. But your power draw is significantly less. It's less than half. If I bring it back up again, then we'll jump back to 4 megawatts, 30 per minute, 20 per minute. So really, underclocking is getting a nerf, but overclocking is getting a buff. Is basically how you can view that change ultimately. And all these production lines have stopped because I haven't put any storage or any additional building after this, which I should start doing for screws. In fact, I may as well do that now. I'm thinking of it. Oh no, that's what I can do with. So I can start doing with these guys. Let's make 2 more. What's the screw recipe? You take 10 per minute. Figure her out. Let's see. I want to cleanly run things under. I need Mark II logistics for the conveyor poles, don't I? Yep. Okay, no worries. So, so that just means I raise this. No biggie. No biggie. So take you and pop you to like right here, and we'll just raise you up. And put you back. And take you, take you, take you, and take you, put you right here. Oh god. Thus, the demand for power continues. How much? See, there we go. That's what we're talking about right there. Produce a bunch of fuel. So that way we can quickly just drop her in. Drop her in. Kick it back up again. Easy. And let's research alien organisms. That. And we need a bit more. Where's those? We got nuts. We got a bunch of nuts. Let's research nuts. That adds it to the scanner. Barrel nut.
New object added to the object scanner.
Yep, thank you. So we'll stuff those back in there. We don't really need much. We'll stuff the sulfur. Stuff like that back in there. We'll dump the iron ore because we don't need to carry it on us. It's doing stuff and things. Alright. I should probably feed. Just run the chainsaw for a bit. Feed the biomass creators, so that way I don't run out. So I guess abuse the glitch trees for wood. So stare at a tree and just grind it and grind it and grind it. And so I grinded, and I sawed, and when I finished sawing, I sawed some more. Yep. Okay. That's probably sufficient. That's sufficient for now. Okay, and where's our logs? We just dump the logs in at speed. And dump the leaves at speed. Go for it. Cool. So we'll get that going. You're still putting, yeah, you're still dumping a bunch out. So, we have concrete. We got a bunch of concrete on hand, so may as well dump that into the boy. And dump you in, dump you in. Now we need to start making screws so that way we can make plates. Or the reinforced iron plates. So, if anything, just make. How much you putting out? They take 10, you're putting out 15. So let's just do another constructor immediately after this guy and have him do screws. It's kind of 1-to-1-ish. So, doot. And screws, please. You. Bang, bada, boom. Cool. There we go. And we are now making screws. So we'll start putting them out like no tomorrow. Cool. And then in the meantime, these can start producing wires and things. So we're doing 30 to 30. So let's make another couple constructors here. Cut them up. At some point, we're going to need copper, or I think we can make copper sheets. Yeah, we can make copper sheets already. So that's going to be helpful as well. But in the meantime, let's do wire. Wire. Just dump it in there because we have ridiculous amount of it. And then sheets, because we will need sheets in the near future. Things. So it'd be nice to have a stockpile of that on hand once we get into it. So, and then link you up. You're 1-to-1, right? Oh no, you're 1-to-2. So, so if anything, we can do a split. There we go. Go. Then take the power from you and put you right here in the middle. And power hoe. Right. Okay. Happy with that. And let's check our power grid real quick. Consumption is overproduction now. So let's just preempt that by placing another biomass burner or two. There we go. There we go. Build out our floor a bit here. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll take you right there. Bing, bing. There we go. And now we got power if we need it, which we may as well just take you. Take all of it, really. Let's take all of it. And split that into you, and more or less roughly balance them. Then you guys are still doing old biomass, so that's fine. Cool. Alright, so we got that going. We got screws happening. And now what's really going to draw our power is when... or what I'll do is I'll do a box here. plates into storage. Do another box here. Go, just so that way production can keep running. And then we will feed screws like an assembler, which is going to take. Oh god, we have to make rotors. Okay. What do rotors take again? I think it's like. What are you? Rotor. Rotors. Screws. Screws and rods, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna need rods, which are coming out right now. And we're gonna need a bunch of screws to make rotors, and then the screws also to make reinforced plates as well. So screws for centuries. Rotors from those. Right. And that's screw reliant. I burned out screws already, so we'll make some more of that. I think it's 8. 8 reinforced plates we need for that. Oh, and I just realized my last follow thing isn't actually working. So we might need to refresh that. Yeah, I need to refresh that because Tornado Zach was kind enough to hit me with the falling, so I gotta fix that. More behind the scenes work to do, but that's okay. Yep, everything mostly ironed out. I still need to work on like bots and things like that, in which case, Sputnik, if you're still kicking around, I imagine you're lurking in the background. I probably might ask you if they're in DMs or in like the streamer chat for some advice or help figuring out how to set up like a streamer bot, because that could be helpful. I think just like an Azure bot or like a Sput bot, you know, that kind of similar vibe. Do I want my chest stuff to be flowing? Or I guess I could have both of these flowing into it, and then. So yeah, let's do that instead. Take that. Oh, whoops, that's a splitter. Go. Go. And organization storage container. Immediately. Lined up. Yes, it is. Okay. Got that, we got that. And line's really small. Production. Because I can always scale up in the future pretty easily. So let's do you. Got that output. Got plates. There we go. Reinforce iron plates. And then screws can kind of make their way out here. Power line there. There. Beautiful. Screws is going to be the biggest problem, but I can probably just ramp this guy up. There's power again. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Officially shifted away from these guys, which isn't too big of a deal. I can deal with that. We'll just be moving on to the bigger boys. Really need Mark IIs. Really, really, really need Mark IIs. So. Yeah, storage container. Storage container there. And then we'll just loop the line back so that way we can grab those resources as they come out. Beautiful. There we go. So now reinforced plates are on the way. Does it get enough screws per minute? It needs 60 per minute, but I don't think it's putting out 60, right? Yeah, it's putting out 40. So a slight overclock probably helped that. Not too worried about that just yet. Probably help make it by hand, though. There we go. Feeling it. I'm feeling the sleep. In fairness, I have been awake since like 7 a.m. and we're getting into territory. Appreciate y'all just hanging out and lurking in the background, though. As some of y'all know, that's a big deal. Just to get constant, have like a nice viewership number in the background, that helps out a lot. So who knows? We'll probably hit affiliate in like a couple weeks. That'd be pretty cool. And then maybe start looking for someone who can help me out with emotes and stuff like that. That'd be pretty interesting. Very interesting. A bunch of screws. All right. Now let's crank it out and make a bunch of reinforced iron plates. Dump that in and get Mark II going. That'll be good. So we got sitting lurking in chat because there's 4 of you. Alien Gathering and lot. Blodax, Erica, Lana Ray, Maker Plier, T-shirt Tornadoes. What, Nick hanging out there like a badass he is? Yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Truly. Here's the 50. Alright. Dump them in. There we go.
Milestone reached.
Send it.
Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Shh. Go, baby, go. Up and up and up and up and up. And... into the void. We got Mark 2 belts now, so that's Pog. Alright, and we don't really need jump pads, so jump pads need it, but we can work on the resource sync program, because that'll be helpful. We're unlocking some stuff and making sure production lines don't stop. And then we will take a bunch of the plates, and we'll go right over here. And we will upgrade you to Mark II, Mark II, Mark II, and Mark II, and Mark II. That way this can flow quicker, because the bottleneck for this is the belt. So, well, we can make a bunch of fuel really, really quickly, and then should be golden from there. So, and now if we do production, zoop. Berries. Again. Where are you? Normal copper node. We'll take it. Oh, shit! What's up, bro? Oh, you're stuck. Stuck? Yeah, you're stuck. Alright. Sorted. Usually there's... Is there any more around? Just the one. Okay. Got that. We need to make another drill. So we'll have to deal with that in a bit here. Take you and go zoop. Start laying the production lines out. Let's go make another drill. Just take how much? Take another drill, and then we should be able to throw down another miner, right? Yep, nope, we need more plates. Easy. Grab the plates. Oh, there's a slug over there we can go grab. And then Tornado Zach was saying something about a hard drive or two kicking around in the area, so we can probably try to look for that. That'd be cool to get a alternate recipe kicking. Power. Down. Go. Right. I should have thought about the copper better, because I have my iron production going that way, which is going straight into the copper. So I probably could have changed that, but I can rework that at a later time. That should be okay. And then in the meantime, let's do get a run power cable here to like you. Run it this way for these guys. So I'm gonna restructure that. Just generally in this area, and then create foundation. The heck out of it. There, good deal. Oh, yeah, because I zoomed it. Beautiful. All right. Oh yeah, there's a pure copper node just over there. That's right. I think an iron node or two over there too. Lots of nodes in the area to play with, so that's good. Lots of resources to monkey around with. That. Back to shoot something straight to it, yeah. Instead of having them there. Just make a roadway of foundations to get everywhere. Straight over. Yeah, this will work. Go. Oh, ton of iron plates. Slide easily. No, oh, I rebound my crouch. That's right. Or I figured I don't use my crouch a lot, so I bound it to the mass delete button instead. I just use normal concrete foundations, couldn't I? I just remembered there's different types of foundations and stuff that you can use. Alright. Deletion by hand instead of automatic. I need to remember that. I'm not used to doing it like that. Which is a little funny, because it's like, why not if you have the tool to do it? But genuinely just forget sometimes. Alright, cool. So we got that. Get rid of your line. I could just get rid of you in total, and then just build it again, but this time facing this way. snake out. Just like that. It's gorgeous. Be able to get in range. Yeah. There we go. And then run her over here. We're gonna need one more length, I think. Yep. Fine. Quick and easy shop here. We will take down the existing concrete, folks. That's delete. Magical thing. All right. So now we can come back here and just place one backwards. Two. Three constructors. This little splitter chain here. Go. All right. And then we just take the existing concrete belt, or limestone belt, rather. So you just run it all the way down to this new platform. Yeah, nice, beautiful lines. So this will feed straight in, and then we can just set these guys for Ruse Concrete. They take 45 per, that only puts out 120. So if anything, we can give these a slight underclock. Down to, what are you gonna be, 80%? 8, 0, alright, just not wanting to cooperate with me. I think that should do it. I can drop it in and see. I'm also gonna need power. Luckily, I'm a genius. And put power right here, so. Okay, I have power pole to work with in case I need additional power. But cool. Then we set up a merger on each of these guys, so that way just send the concrete down the line. Ammo bammo. Cool. So we'll have concrete being made and coming down this line here. They'll eventually meet up with this guy here and come on down. Do we have the proper conveyor, stackable conveyor poles? Yeah, we do. Sweet! So, what was I bringing down? Oh, that's right. I wanted to bring power down. So, So bring power into the mix. That's going straight through my belts. That's okay. We'll deal with it later. Where are you going? It's going before. Got it. So let's take you to you, and it's all done. Bam. So now we'll have concrete coming down the way. May as well just run the rest of the belt down. Or do I have a little bit of bark? Yeah, there we go. Concrete. Easy. So let's just run the Mark 1 belt for now. We'll deal with Mark 2s later. So run this on down. If anything, once we get that pure copper node, we can just stack them on the way down. That. And then hit a fiber. Bam. Just like them. All right, there we go. So concrete will come down that eventually. Yep, just like it is now. Take you. How far can you go? What about there? All right. Yep, so now they're stacked. Looks gorgeous. So I'm going to be annoyed by that a bit. So we'll just redo that now. Completely choke off my iron lines. Do conveyor pole. Yeah. You. It's still clipping through it. That's okay. I can live with it. I know it that way. Down and into it. Nice. And then that way we can have concrete belt come down. Like so. Bam. That. Go. Have it come down the way. Just have that start dumping into a chest right here, so that way have a supply of concrete coming in. Easy breezy, beautiful. Alright, cool. So concrete sorted, that copper line is just kind of sitting there existing. It doesn't really need to do anything right now. I'm not too worried about it, because I can just deal with that later. How are we doing on reinforced plates? It's coming. It's coming along. Go and refuel our generators here. They're starting to get a bit low. There we go. Love it. And we'll shove the stack back in there because we'll need it. We'll need at least one stack to deal with. We'll need at least one stack in order to deal with getting more wood in the future. So, without having to go through too much craziness. And you take 10 instead of 5, so that's fine. We'll put you back at the box. Cool. Alright. You know what I should have done? Should have done a merger, because that area over there is putting out as well. And we could use a lot. But if I take the reinforced plates, then I can upgrade this belt over here that's feeding these guys. So let's go over there. Whew. Upgrade time. Go. Mark 2 belt. Now you're taking the full 120. Great. Love it. So that'll do the full 120. So that will perpetually run. And then these guys are sitting at the 45 because I haven't changed them. So what's the 80%? 40? Oh no, it's like quick maths. 85? I don't know. I don't know these percentages off the top of my head. It's pretty close. 5%. It's so close. That's fine. I'll take it. And this is probably just use upgrading because it's 120, each 110. You know what? I'll leave them at 100. Why not? I'm not too concerned about power, and I'll just let them kind of do their thing. Yeah. Unlike the wind. Alright, cool. So we got concrete is sorted. We got a good stable source of it. We got copper sorted. We got iron sorted. It's doing its thing. Let's see, maybe if we can go grab that slug over there. And there might be a power. Oh, there's more. There's another limestone node kicking around over there, so that's cool. There's a fire boy. Oh, there's a slug over there too. Maybe we can get that slug. Let's check her out. I feel like that'd be a really easy slug, but something should be defending it. Hello? I'm going to take your slug. Nothing is here. Okay, fine. I'll take it. I will take it. Awesome. Is there a rec card or hard drive somewhere over here? That's the poison plant things. Hello. Oh, there's another slug. Sweet! Can't see you in the shrubs, my friend. Okay. Is there another one? Pretty sure there should be like another one. That's fine though, I'll take another slug. Oh yeah, there's the wreck. It's some poison though, yeah? I guess let's check it out. I don't know, let me get close enough to it or not. Although it looks like they will. I need 70 megawatts. I see. So what you're saying is I need to drag a power cable over from it. Power it briefly. Unless as I drag the power over, I'll remember where it says I get. Yep. Okay. Go that way. Shit. Is this it from here? Yeah, there we go. Probably just gonna need to build more power generators for it, truth be told. I think my grid can handle it right now, right? And 120 consuming 60, so we're at half right now. So if I like turned a couple things off, I'd be able to power it without like freaking out at me. But I'm going to need the power anyway, so why not? Drag a new power line over. Go. Just run another belt of concrete down this way, and then I can link it up with the other one. Heck. There we go. Go. Concrete in spades. Alright. Happy with that. Preemptively slap down another couple gens here. Board it, grab some plates. Alright. And I'm genuinely starting to feel tired. So, with that in mind, I think what we're going to do is thank you there. There. Thank you there. Go. We could easily crank these babies on for another 60, so we get up to 180 megawatts. Yeah, cool deal. And then let's shove leaves in here, and the wood in here, and let it just churn through it. You already beautiful. Okay. Kill, kill, kill. We're just cruising through them. And am I doing a surplus of rods? I think I am. So at least that should be stacking. Go hit all those markers. Let's go grab 200 rods and just friggin' sync going. We're not actively producing copper things right now. We're just making ingots. Send it.
Milestone reached. You have been given early access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on exoplanets bonus program. Funneling parts into the awesome resource sink, depending on their amount and complexity, will grant you coupons in the awesome store, which can be exchanged for bonus rewards. Examples of bonus content are parts, walls, factory attachments, and cosmetics. Fixit is working hard to develop additional options, which will be added to the awesome store in the future. Go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Yeah. Iron plates. We can probably spit out. Yeah, we could totally spit out the elevator here in a second. Copper hasn't been producing, so that might actually be our get screwed. Easy. Cool. So we just need a lot more copper wire. Self. That combined with the other constructors should get us to what we need for the space elevator. And then we'll just make the space elevator and then I think call it a night from there. So we're just about 3.5 hours. I consider this pretty good progress for 3.5 hours. Got the space elevator. We're almost completely done with tier 2. All we have is just the jump pads left. So build the space elevator, and then we start working on figuring out rotors and rotors and the smart plating. And once we have the smart plating figured out, then we unlock tier 3, tier 4, which is coal power and all the other fun stuff that comes with it, like tractors and everything like that. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Roll these. There we go. Alright, and then we just need a little bit more, which these guys should happily provide. There we go. Let's build us a space elevator. So, how wide did I make this? A 6? Yeah, it's a 6er. So we'll put her right in the middle. So 6 by whatever it was. And here it comes. So are you. Lock them on. Bam. And the rest of the cable descends. Tensions it up and then locks into the platform. Easy breezy. Beautiful. I can actually kind of get into it and see like where the tether is and stuff. Cool. All right. 50 smart plates. 50 smart plates. So we'll probably have to... Grips. Yeah. Probably have to do is just start feeding it things as we make them. Because I think smart plating is the reinforced iron plates and rotors, right? Yeah, reinforced plates and rotors need. So ultimately, we're going to need. Back made a midnight snack. Welcome back, 20 Zach. We just made the space elevator, and we're pretty much done with T2. So once we make the 50 smart plates, we can unlock tier 3 and 4. But we're gonna have to seriously redo, seriously overhaul iron production and change that up so that way it's what the heck is this? Earth? Okay. Interesting. I guess it's just on fire. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo and rework iron production so that way we can crank out a bunch of reinforced iron plates and a bunch of rotors and start making smart plating so that way we can feed it into a big old space elevator and get to the next tier. But we got plenty of power. I feel really, really confident. So we will get there. We will get there when we get there. Yeah, good stuff. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. So I think, or can I build like a lookout tower? Because I'd love to be on top of a lookout tower before I call it. Yeah, let's do that. So it's ladder facing me. Let's put it right here. Come on. There we go. Sweet. All right. Behold my domain. We got concrete over there. So we got the hard drive, which we need to provide power for, which should be easy. We just feed those guys, make another 60 megawatts. We got some spare power left over, so just crank those up, open that up, we get a hard drive. And then we can start alternate blueprint, alternate recipe researching. And then I think there's like a no. Let's look real quick. Those 2 iron nodes. There's another iron. Oh, there's another couple iron nodes over that way. Oh, that's one there. That's an iron node. What's that? Oh, that might be a copper node. Yeah, that's copper. Okay. So there's an iron node somewhere over there. There's an iron node somewhere over there. Pretty close. That might be the thing I'm looking at. Um, so there's plenty of iron kicking around, so we can definitely rebuild and rekit and increase our production. So that'll be good. Um, got steady concrete, we got steady iron, we got steady copper. Copper's not really doing much. I haven't even linked that copper line up yet, but that's okay. We can take care of that another day. So, but anyway, I think I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Um, Again, thank you so much for the follow, Tornado Zach. I really appreciate it. Um, Make sure if you haven't already, if you want, you can join into the Discord. It's down in the link below. I don't have a command for it yet. I have to. That'll be one of my offline projects to get a proper Azure bot or something like that running for stream. I think I have not Nightbot already or Stream Elements as a bot added, but I need to properly work it. So, um, but yeah, nice factory. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate the lurks. I appreciate y'all stopping by. GBC, Nick, Tornado Zach, and everybody else. Thank you so very much. If you're new and you haven't already, drop a follow. Appreciate it, so that way you'll get notified when I go live next. All that kind of jazz. Oh yeah, even that's broken. That drops in Azure Ocean, so I need to fix that. A couple offline project things that I'll need to do to try to clean it up a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I appreciate you guys lurking in the background and bumping that view count and stuff. And I hope you enjoyed at least maybe having a nice voice in the background whenever you're doing your other things. Yeah, so that will do it for me. I greatly appreciate y'all. I hope you guys are safe, happy, healthy wherever you are in the world. And then, let's see. Just a couple people on right now. Do I have a rate message? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. That's okay. There's the green screen fade. Yeah, I'll have to make a command. But in that regard, I'll probably pass you guys over to Taxus. He's a friend of a couple of us. Really cool dude, really super chill. And looks like he's playing some Fortnite right now. So we'll go ahead and send over some love to him. Slash raid. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a wonderful morning, noon, night, wherever you are in the world, and see you later. All right, I have to actually push the button. But yeah, have a wonderful morning, noon, night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll probably catch you guys later on tomorrow. Might be a little bit, probably around the same time because I'll be working a bit late. But yeah, love to pick up some more of this tomorrow, and I'll catch you all later. Take care.